Ken Paxton to give us a call today and sort of delve into the legal side of what we did and didn't witness in this sworn testimony this morning. Mr. Attorney General, thanks for giving us some time today.
Hey, great to be on. I went to Baylor and I had two St. Louis roommates, so it's good to be on a station where my roommates were from.
That's fantastic. So we got a good connection there. I'm sure you visited a few times,
Actually,
right?
Actually, they tried to convert me to St. Louis Cardinals fan. I'm still sticking with the Rangers, but enjoyed watching them.
That's all right. You're probably doing better with the Rangers this year. The Cardinals have been struggling a little bit, that's for sure.
Oh, no, we got a little problem, too. We're about 14 games out the last time I looked.
Well, on the testimony of Jim Comey this morning, to hear someone the stature of Comey, who has been in the Bush administration and obviously through the Obama administration and all of this, come out and say that he was afraid to meet one-on-one with this president, was afraid that the president would lie about their meeting. He insinuated a lot, I thought, in this hearing today.
I agree with that. It's a little strange for somebody that has been involved in law enforcement. He's a lawyer, high profile for a long time, obviously director of the FBI. It is a very strange thing for him to say, and especially since he didn't really document any of that. To me, it's bizarre.
Yeah, he did mention it when he was directly questioned on whether or not he was asked to stop the investigation in any way. He gave very direct answers. I'll play one of them right now.
Director Comey, did the president at any time ask you to stop the FBI investigation into Russian involvement in the 2016 U.S. elections?
Not to my understanding, no.
Did any individual working for this administration, including the Justice Department, ask you to stop the Russian investigation?
No.
Those are pretty straightforward answers.
Those are very straightforward answers, and I think they resolve this, this question that the Democrats have been pursuing for now weeks and maybe months. Obviously, this has been a little bit of a distraction, so it'd be nice to, now that we've gotten those answers, finish the investigation and start moving on with our agenda.
Yeah, I wish I was confident that was going to happen. I've been trying to speculate on what the spin will be after this, because there was another soundbite that we got from Mr. Comey today that I think people are going to latch on to. And I wanted to play this for you and get your reaction to it. Liz, if we could play cut number 23, which is in the folder. I think it's something that our associate producer, Frank, just added in here for me, from Jim Comey talking about why he believes he was fired. Oh, okay. She's still looking for it. That's all right. Here we go.
Do you believe that you were fired because you refused to take the president's direction? Is that the ultimate reason?
I don't know for sure. I know I was fired. Again, I take the president's words. I know I was fired because of something about the way I was conducting the Russia investigation was in some way putting pressure on him, in some way irritating him, and he decided to fire me because of that.
No.
I can't go farther than that.
Now, again, he's speculating there. He really has no idea. And correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but the president didn't need a reason to fire him, did he?
No, he has absolute control over that firing. It's totally within his discretion. He's legally allowed to do it, and he can do it really for whatever reason he wants to. And again, you're right. This is complete speculation. He doesn't have any real basis in fact as to it relating to anything related to Russia. And so again, I think we move on.
Yeah, we're talking to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Speaking of moving on, obviously there's been a lot of focus on the word collusion. They even asked Jim Comey about this today during the hearing. What's your version of collusion? What would it take to have a crime committed through collusion? But everyone who's testified on this up to this date has said that in 9 or 10 months of investigation now, they've seen no evidence of collusion. It's a word that's thrown around all the time to make it seem like something scurrilous has gone on. How much longer do you think they can drag out this investigation if they don't really have that proof of anything done wrong?
I think the Democrats will want to talk about this ad nauseum, despite the fact that their star witness never says anything about there being collusion, and matter of fact denies it. So, it's interesting that the Democrats are so upset about this, given that they were actually calling for his resignation, or at least firing, or expressing that they had no confidence in him going back to the election. Whether it was Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi or Dianne Feinstein or others, were all very critical of him, and it's just interesting now that they have so many concerns about his firing.
Yeah, in fact, I've got a great soundbite from Dianne Feinstein where she said today how much she admired him, and then I went back and found a couple of things after the Hillary Clinton announcement last July where she didn't quite feel the same way. And I know both sides play it this way. I'm not sure they're going to rest. I agree with you till we get to 2018, and they're hoping it'll have some impact on this next election cycle.
Yeah, I don't think they have much else to be critical of, and so they think this is their angle. If they keep talking about it, the media keeps talking about it, it doesn't matter whether it's true. They convince people by repeating it over and over that it is true, and it's unfortunate that that's their strategy. I would rather them focus on debating real issues and actually working with the president to find common ground to help the American people.
Well, we're still waiting for the president's attorney to come out and kind of give his point of view. They're nearly an hour late on when they said they were going to roll out of there, so hopefully we'll get some more answers from them in a minute. Mr. Attorney General, while I've got you on the phone, I just wanted to compliment the great state of Texas because I saw them pass and the governor sign that anti-sanctuary bill down there that I believe is one of the first of its kind in the nation.
Yeah, it's very important to us. We're now defending it. We actually filed a lawsuit against the Travis County, which is where Austin is, and the city of Austin, basically asking the courts to declare it constitutional because we knew some of these sanctuary cities or sympathetic cities, sanctuary cities, were going to file lawsuits all over the state of Texas. So we plan on pursuing that, and we plan on winning.
Yeah, I would think. I'm not quite sure how anybody could defend intentionally violating the law.
And you would be in total agreement with our Texas legislature and our governor and me that we feel very comfortable. Arizona passed a very similar law that was actually more stringent, more strict, and it was upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court several years ago.
Well, Attorney General Ken Paxton from the great state of Texas, if you guys ever vote to secede, I'm moving down there. I just want you to know that because I hear those stories all the time.
We'll welcome you with open arms.
Sir, thanks for your time.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you have a great day. I appreciate that. Attorney General from the great state of Texas. I'm not